first actual
I'm gonna get
question.
that in writing.
So with the recent shakeup in the DC, anything new on the prospect of the ACB going live? It's a really good question. The same deal goes with the previous voice and the new voice. The ACB is just pending a few kinks that need to be leveled out before going full DB wide. This is all stuff I anticipate that Mav, the same way Saren was, will be receptive to in that manner, in the sense that we'll get good feedback on it and make progress with it. But with the upcoming events of like 3 ending up the ending of the ACC tournament, it might be a little tough to kind of squeeze in the next month or so. But hopefully, maybe what we're looking at is a little bit of a lull in December, and potentially use that lull time to possibly attempt a rollout. So. Good question, though. Maris asks, Addie, why are you so amazing?
Because I have people like you to be amazing for.
Nerd! 20 months as RM. Surely I get a digit or 2. No! No one is getting any digits in my system. Stop it. Just because you're a battle team leader now doesn't mean you get to ask that again and think it's going to change from that angle. It's not happening. Get over it. Am I getting any questions from... Let's see. Kaz asking, will the ACB strictly be writing, or will it utilize every platform? It seems like you have a chance to make stories that can hit every platform. I guess you could potentially see... I guess I could see the ACB expanding out into other platforms, and by platforms I think you mean like graphics or run-ons or stuff like that. There is a precedent for co-op missions where 2 people would take on the same mission, but that was something we're going to roll out if we made it to this point. It's definitely something we wanted to experiment with. I have no problem with it going to other platforms. I think it could, but at the core, getting it up, getting it going, it was designed as a fiction entry. It is something that is designed when you enter a lot of fiction competitions and you're entering with 100 entries that the voice has to grade. You're not getting any personal feedback on your entries. Even on even smaller competitions, you're not getting direct feedback. So the concept of the ACB is that you're supposed to be not only getting a mission that's tailored directly to your what you've asked for, whether it's assassination, infiltration, but you're getting real-time feedback from the judges about what you can do to get a better grade, how you can improve on your writing. So it's create your own activity, basically. It's entirely dependent on you in terms of how much you want to do, how little, how long you want to take, this and that. So and we created some competitive ways to kind of make it fun and engaging in that way. Next question. Vic asks, how long do you think Amy will give Mark the silent treatment for his question? I don't think she's paying attention to these, but I should actually just tell her that he keeps asking for my sister's number. But then again, knowing Cookie, she could probably very well turn around and be like, why can't I get the number instead of him? Because that's apparently how all the female Arconans respond, including you, Addie.
Don't you love us? Don't you love us at all?
I don't know who Sammy Robinson is, unless I'm assuming that's 3. Oh wait, okay. Wally, will Destiny be eligible for Cluster of Fire? Judging by how popular the game's going to be, I'm pretty sure Glenn's already Valhavic's already hinted that there's going to be definitely Cluster of Fire for it. There's a lot of interest within the club, and I know that we're doing on the game launch, the first person to get to level 20 gets a reward or something. It might be a POB. I don't actually remember what it is. I don't even care what it is. I'm still going to win it because this is the advantage of me being a freelancer. Is I'm probably going to take off work on Tuesday and just basically play from Monday at midnight until I hit 20. I don't care about sleep. It's going to happen. Somewhere along the lines, this report will go out, but it's going to happen. What do you think that people should save animals then rather than kill them? I mean, that's a very basic, fundamental question. I have a puppy that I fostered and rescued. She is currently sleeping. Come here, boy. Come here.
She's better.
This is a Shiba. She is a rescue.
Sheeps.
I have rescued her. She is now in a safe place where she can sleep all day, get cuddles, and be cute. She's also the unofficial mascot for Arconae, apparently. But always you should.
Yeah, beside your sister.
Shut up, Addie. You should always save or rescue an animal instead of killing it. I think that answers the question. All right, what's next? Mark asked, did you enjoy doing OF as an errant rather than running it? It is really nice to, for once, eaten something without running it. I was still offering advice and some oversight just because it was Valt and Seth's first time running a full operation for the plan, so I was still there kind of, trying to help as best I could, would give them pointers and tips, but I didn't have anything to do with the grading, and I was just good to be a full participant, and it was fun doing some, competitive events for once. It was fun. I haven't really got to do that in that type of style since maybe the Dark Crusade ended, so that was fun. Addie, what about you? How'd you like OF?
Well, what I had time to do, I enjoyed.
Well, you had to be all busy moving into college and whatnot.
I know, sucks. But it was fun. I like the whole conflict dynamic, and ops like this are always pretty entertaining. Don't have to grade anything.
So Terrell asks, so are you up for running a special session of Basketball when I get around to visit Nears? If you come, Terrell, if you get over to the city, I will run a special one just for you, and we can do a joint guest visit. That goes for anyone who visits me.
I have some commentary there.
No.
Terrell, if you visit Wally to do a Q&A, there better be, why can't I quit you?
I mean, there will be some broke back, but... yeah. And then, what is your favorite college? College is overrated. I'm going to guess I say that now I like Ohio, I guess, because that's where Addie is. So I can cheer for them, I guess, because otherwise I really have no connection to any colleges.
Go Bucks.
I'm from New Jersey, and Rutgers kind of sucks, so I don't want to associate with them. And I went to a private art school in New York City, so not much going on there. Canis asks, how disappointed was Marick because of the utter chaos due to the consul leaving? Do we have a fatherly lecture to sit down to? I think you guys will kind of notice, if you've read some of the ACC stuff, you'll kind of notice at least a little bit of where Marick has been, at least for the duration of the event, his motives for it, and for how he kind of went about doing things. But I think in the epilogue fiction, you guys will see kind of the overarching point to the question. And yeah, so I mean, Marick's gonna definitely have some choice words for everyone, but yeah, you're gonna see that in the epilogue. What happens there? Anything else coming in? Alright, well, I was trying to do this really quick and short, so just like Addie. Dun Get it? Because you're short? Haha. Haha. I'm so funny. Addie, anything else you seriously wanted to ask?
Hey, your sister's number is a serious question.
It is not a serious question. It's
It's a
not
serious
ever going to be a serious question.
I will trade you her number for, like, Asians here.
You might be onto something. Anyway, this is a really big report that you've obviously just finished reading by the time you watch this. A lot of new personnel, a lot of exciting stuff on the horizon for Arcona. So, everyone keep an open mind and get ready to kick some butt coming up in the next final chapter of Fading Light.
Get pumped.
Do I have any advice on the Shadow Academy side of things? You should know how ironic that question is. If it's in the combat studies department, I can talk about it, but outside of that, I think the last Shadow Academy exam I took was probably my leadership one to be a DJK. Yeah.
Wally and the ACC.
Yeah,
Essay.
Shadow Academy. I've never been a big fan of the Shadow Academy, but how do you like steak? I love steak. Proper meat. You should not char the meat. Steak should not be charred.
Medium well.
No, that's ruining the meat.
Yes.
To be medium,
No.
medium rare or rare, depending on if they actually cook it rare. If it's a steakhouse,
I don't want blood in my mouth, thanks.
Burn it. It needs to move. I want my steak to moo when I eat it. I want it to go. True story. That's how steak should be.
The only thing moving in your mouth you're gonna get.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with meat in your mouth, right? Wally, how can I be as fabulous as you? Well, Kiwi, first, it takes a whole lot of positive thinking and just, waking up every day and realizing that everything is awesome. Speaking of, I have Wild Style here, who would like to say that everything is awesome. Everything is cooler when you're part of a team. Alright. If you haven't seen the Lego movie, you really should. Just saying.
I haven't seen it.
What's wrong with you? How have you not seen the Lego movie?
Guardians of the Galaxy, Lego Movie, Matrix.
No, Marathi is not in a corner. He's not in trouble. I just told him to. I wanted him to be able to ask questions on the other side of things and not have to sit in here. Terrell asks, if you became CM, can you implement an Agni Kai option for the ACC? The ACC already is an Agni Kai, basically. I mean, you're really just calling someone out and challenging them to an Agni Kai. In terms of the honor duel concept of it, a lot of what you've seen in the ACC in terms of the change from death posts to final posts was a lot of me being one of the only people kind of arguing repeatedly that duels like this should be like Agni Kais in the sense that it's about honor. The reason that, we're not supposed to be killing each other because we're all part of the Brotherhood together. And my opinion's always been that the duel should be about honor and beating someone and emasculating them in some way because by showing that you're the better fighter or this or that. Like that's what the concept of dueling should be about in the ACC. So it doesn't matter if I'm CM or not. I think that in general we've had a much bigger push towards story focus, and that's the whole cool thing about Agni Kais is like when you challenge someone to an Agni Kai, there's stakes. Like there's actual stakes when Zuko challenges Azula to an Agni Kai. There's actual stakes at hand that you need to be able to step up to. So hopefully that we can just continue to build on that. No, not raw. Not raw. Like the meat should be cooked. I'm not like Obers that think that like you should eat a blue or rare, but you need to be cooked, but you just don't need it to be charred. Like I don't like when you char and like people put it into like well done. It like ruins the whole point of having a nice burger or a nice steak.
No, it does
not
not.
proper. It's not proper. Quiet, Eddie. What are your issues?
You.
What are your issues with Mortal Kombat 2? No, we're not starting that. All I will say about Mortal Kombat 2 is Clay Dragons, no Christopher Lambert, and the worst written plot for a video game movie. It's still the worst written of all of them ever put together, and it is an insult to the genius that the first Mortal Kombat was. Terrible, terrible movie.
Finish him.
No, terrible movie. Terrible movie. All right. What am I doing? Good to see Wally. Any other? I don't see any other questions, so I'm wrapping this up because I want to go watch the Broncos game. So,
I see.
thank you for tuning in. Addie, you don't know what football is. It's okay. Pat, pat.
I know what a book is.
Nerd! Alright, guys, thank you
Jack.
for doing this really quick improv Q&A. Finish up the report and, leave comments and let us know what you think. Thanks.